So my opponent said that scores on the SAT, or correlation between scores on the SAT and GPA would determine, of course, that their higher GPA and higher SAT scores. And this would, and she said that this would make them apply to more prestigious schools. But that's not always the case, because it's not the only thing that the colleges look at when they're looking at your application. They also said that the correlation between GPA and the SAT, it might be good for GEs, and that you won't have your classes until your third year or fourth year. Isn't always true, because with impacted majors, you would have to start early, such as architecture. You start your first quarter of the first year. When they said that abolishing the SAT might not help before, is also not always the case. Because the colleges would look at everything else that those people have to offer. When they say that subject tests are not better or not required, colleges actually want to see how well you do in the subject test that you took, because most of the time people take subject tests that correlate with their major, what they're interested in, and what they want to go into. They might not have time to see every student individually, but they still have to look at their applications and their backgrounds and their GPAs as well. So the SAT isn't the only thing that gets you into a college. There could be someone who has a very high GPA and a low SAT, and they'll still get into the college. And also, they want diversity. They want people who are well-rounded, and that's what they look at in their application and also in their essay. The fact that they would focus more on everything else would be a good thing, because, like I said, the campuses want to see what else they do. They don't want just people who are good in school and get straight A's. The SAT prep classes actually do help the students. It all depends on if they choose to use it to their advantage and pay attention or study. Math and critical thinking, although they may be good to know, it is pointless to say if someone wanted to go into the arts program. Yes, critical thinking is good, but when it comes to math, they probably won't even ever have to use it after their GEs. The opponents even said that the colleges do look at everything else about the students, and this is why they have the GPA and extracurricular components of their application. Although there are fee waivers, there are some who may be too poor to afford the test, class, and materials, but they would make a little bit too much to receive the fee waivers, so that leaves them at a disadvantage as well. The SAT 2 measures achievement with particular disciplines, which would set a person apart from others that would want to go into that major that correlates with the subject test they took. The question that I have is, why would you want to waste time and your money on a subject test that you won't ever have to even worry about? It doesn't have to do with your major. Most would just go into that major or take the test for that major. Eliminating the SAT 1 in favor of the SAT 2 would have little effect on the applications process.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate you being ready to go today. I thought we had a pretty good start in both of the debates. Thank you all for being here. There's a box up there for you to put your evaluation forms in. It says peer evaluations on it. You could leave those there on your way out.